You know, as a cook, you want to cook in New York. If you're a cook and you haven't worked in New York, that's your next step. The competitiveness of New York makes you every day being like, have to have high standards. It's a lot of excitement, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of stress. The question that I get the most is like, how does it feel being a woman running a kitchen? My name is Daniela Soto-Innes. I'm from Mexico City. I'm the chef de cuisine in Cosme. I grew up in Mexico City until I was 12 years old. Growing up in Mexico was the best thing ever. In Mexico, on like almost every corner, there is a food market. You can smell a lot of different things. In one corner, you see flowers. Then you turn around, you see a quesadilla stand or a taco stand. Turn around, you see chickens. My whole family, we always go to markets together.
¿Cuánto puedes? Un chingo y 2 montones. Así.
No quieres probar eso. ¿No?
Ya.
Es que vamos a llevar todo el mercado y no nos va a caber nada.
All the women in my family, they're very, very excited every time I cook.
¿Recuerdas cuando Dani cocinaba? Estaba más chiquita que Marcelo.
Más chica que él. Sí.
¿Cuántos años tenías?
A los 4 años hacía un postre. ¿El que te va a enseñar ahorita?
My mom always wanted me to cook. When she was younger, all she wanted to do was to become a chef. And instead of that, because of pressure, she became a lawyer instead of following her dream.
Dani hacía milagros desde chiquita. Le gustaba probar todo y decía, ¿a qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿A qué huele?
Just seeing me chasing my dream and what I really wanted to do and what made me happy makes her happy.
No te quemas. Un poco. No le probaste casi.
I've always been the youngest person in the kitchen. Sometimes it hurt me because they always looked at me like a little girl. First, I started just cutting strawberry tops when I was 14 years old, and anything that was dirty, lettuce that needed to be washed, just give it to the girl. I was the fastest lettuce washer and the fastest strawberry top cutter, you know. I never wanted to mess up. I never wanted to do anything wrong, so every time I will go to the kitchen, I will see the best, the most amazing cook and just ask the most questions I could. It helped me move faster and faster. That's how I gained respect from people, just by doing it.
Pick up la ayuda sola.
I was working in Pujol in Mexico City.
Pujol is my first restaurant. Daniela went to Pujol for a couple of weeks, and instead of staying for a couple of weeks, she stayed for months.
I had to come back to the US because I'm a resident here. And I remember being so nervous for telling Chef Enrique that I had to leave. When I told him, he's like, okay, you're moving to New York. And I'm just like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you're opening up a new restaurant, a new project that I have, and you move there in 2 weeks. I was just like, what? And then when he's like, okay, you're going to be the head chef there, I was really excited, then I was scared, and then I was excited again.
She's a very solid cook. She knows not only technique, but she also learns fast. And she has really high energy. I think that helps her in the kitchen.
You never say no to a chef. So you just say yes, and then you just make it happen. Las de siempre, ¿no?
Sí. I work with Daniela to develop recipes. I start up with an idea.
I imagine one thing and then I make it, and then I'm like, is this what you're thinking? And he's like, maybe we take this part of the dish and we mix it with this part.
And then together we make the recipe, and then it just goes into the menu.
Qué bonito se ven los platos nuevos, ¿no?
When I tell people I'm 25, they get so shocked. When we opened Cosme, most of the people thought I was one of the hostesses. And then they would, Enrique would say, no, she's the chef. And they would just stay quiet.
Pick up what? 10 free beats.
I like to think of people for their talent, not because of gender. I don't think gender should be part of the conversation. I I think just really good cooks should get the chef position, and in Cuisine it just happened. It was not planned.
Most of the chef de cuisines that I've worked for are men. Cosme is the kitchen that you hope exists somewhere. It's an amazing team atmosphere. All of that is because of Dani. She holds an incredibly high standard that people want to reach, and it's amazing how that affects the entire kitchen.
I've never worked with a female chef before. I think I'm older than her, but she's taught me a lot. Cosme's kitchen, in comparison with other restaurants I've been, is definitely busier. It's one of the busiest restaurants I've been. It's on the spotlight right now here in New York, so there's a lot of pressure.
Time Out voted us as the best Mexican restaurant in America. Then we've got 3 stars from the New York Times. You're in New York. You're so young. It's a Mexican restaurant, and like you got 3 stars from the Times. And now we're packed every day. It's really intense. You have about 100 plates about to come at you, and it's just fast. I mean, you have to be fast, but you have to have that puree perfect. You have to have that sauce perfect. Even though people are waiting, I will give something back if it's not done right. We created these expectations, so now we have to meet them. Sometimes I just get too tired and I think like, oh my God, I don't think I'm doing enough. Like, I think I'm going to disappoint someone, and the pressure of like, I have to be better. That's the hardest part of being the boss, like always accepting that anything bad or an error that happens, it's going to be your responsibility.
5 minutes, I need everyone to get ready. New aprons, yeah? Please? Yes. We're not only cooking, but we're making a difference, no? Like for the person that has been waiting for a reservation, they just care about having a really, really nice meal. And most important, creating a memory, right? And we're going to be extra busy. Yeah, tickets are rolling, so we just have to go back to the stations. Anyway, let's do this. No, for real, let's do this.
Welcome to Cosme. Proud of you 4. Right this way, please.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Did you weigh out the oil?
Yes, I did, chef.
How many grams?
500 milliliters.
How long, lengua?
1 minute, chef.
Make it 30 seconds.
Oído, yes, chef.
For the ladies, so there we have the striped bass, which is prepared sashimi style with avocado slices, preserved lemon aioli, and poblano pepper vinaigrette. Here we have the shrimps that are smoked in cherry wood and then mixed with cherry tomatoes, avocado, a little bit of garlic oil, and some serrano peppers.
It's really good.
When I'm making the dishes or when I'm thinking about a dish, I look at an ingredient and I think, what would a child think when they see this? I just feel like children are the happiest people, and I like to make people feel like children again.
So good. Wow. I mean, no, wow. It's really good.
My dad will always be like, you know, you don't have to prove yourself that you're like a woman and you can do like what you're doing. You just do it. And then people will find out that you can do it. I like that satisfaction when you're just like complaining about how like tired you are, but then you love your job. So it's like, okay, what else do you want to do? I mean, I'm doing what I want to do. I didn't know any single person in New York. I moved to New York with like a suitcase and my purse. Now, like a year later, I'm looking back and it's just like unbelievable.